Good enough. Alright, so here we are. At our Mussel Shoals base. Sorry, this camera's all messed up. Let's see how that looks. No, that's no good. That'll have to do. So, we are playing our no portal, no map, hardcore combat permadeath run. And so what we're trying to do right now is, I've got a little base near a swamp. Wanted to beef it up a little bit, give me a little bit more resting bonus. 10 iron nails. I thought I had 10 iron nails on me. And an armor stand, 2 leather scraps. Maybe I forgot the leather scraps. No, there's these here. 4 iron nails. Maybe I didn't bring enough. I thought I brought them all. I mean, I obviously don't need to put armor anywhere, but I brought some strange things in with me. But what I really need is 10 iron nails, and I have 4. Here we go. Brute 2. Maybe running around at night wasn't my best idea here. Especially because I have almost no food on me. So let's take a little bit. These guys are often big babies. All I really wanted to do, I guess I could try again in the morning. I just want to see if I have any iron nails on my boat. And I do not. It looks like I did not bring enough iron nails for a raven chest. Alright, well, I got the armor stand up. I guess that's going to have to do for now. I just had 4 iron nails on me. What did I do with them? Oh, I used them for this, didn't I? The armor stand. I never grabbed the stuff out of that chest before I left. Darn it, Steve. You're done messing up already. I'm going to make some room here. Go to sleep. And then in the morning we're going to zip over. It might take a little bit past the spot where we normally go into the swamp, just to see if there's another crypt viewable from the boat. I don't think there will be. I don't think the swamp extends too much further by sea, but it extends pretty deeply, I think. Might have to start making some paths. And along those lines, if I think I might have to make paths, I'm going to grab some resin and a little bit of wood so I can make workbenches and torches. In my opinion, ends up being the best way to make paths. That's a pretty good shot out into the water. Alright. You know what I should do before I do anything? I assume somewhere around here, I assume I would have a a direction sign. And let's see. I don't think I do, but I have a good idea. I see the sun coming up over here, right? So we're just going to go ahead and call that direction where the sun's coming up east, and this is therefore going to be north. Alright, I always like to try to get the good fun bowling. Now you see these like little mounds here. This is my very pathetic attempt to troll-proof that little house there. Now in reality, I'm pretty sure that trolls can hit that house with their clubs or whatever, but at least it might keep them from getting into that area. I don't know. I haven't been attacked there. I don't want to get too distracted with other stuff. But I have a couple things I'm needing to do off on the side here. And there's that freaking skeleton or somebody, or it's either a skeleton or it's a drogger. Under the water, archer. Keeps shooting at my boat. Alright, what's up with that? Oh, Stranahan, so good. Alright, so pretty quickly, we're going to come across, I don't remember if it's before or after this point here. I think it's after it. Nope, there, it's right there. You can see right there is my little workbench. That means there's going to be a crypt that's going to spawn in just a second right behind it. There it is. And also, of interest, there is a tower right behind these trees right there. Right there. Right there you can see a Vesgavir. Vegvizir? Vegvizir is what I think it is. See a few Draugr of stars. Skeleton or two of the star. There's probably a spawner over there. And I'm actually going to slow down just a little bit. Which I suppose I'll have to because I'm coming into wind. So there's another crypt. This is actually what I was hoping to... Whoa. See that little trunk sticking out of the water there? Right there, behind my boat. That is an abomination. Those guys hit pretty hard. Is that another? I mean, that's definitely one right there. And I saw another light in the distance there. And I'm kind of interested to see if that's a crypt also. Yeah, it is. Do I have my key on me? I almost always have my key in my boat. Okay, I do. Good. So I think what I'm going to do is that... Now that there does not look like a crypt. Leeches are a little active. That's okay. It was just a single light over there, I think. I did see a stone building nearby, so it's probably like one of those. I forget what they're called exactly. Or even what we call them, I don't know. But right here is where I want to back into, I think. But before I do that, I think I'm going to maybe take these skeletons out. Although... see, this is what happens. These guys end up coming into the water here. Probably him right there. That's probably a leech. Ooh, I didn't mean to go so fast. Because I'm going to want to back up. Well, my ship's taking a little bit of damage. Oh, there's the skeleton man. You can see him down there. But comically, I think he may be a melee. But when we start going backwards, he's going to follow us. He's going to come running out of the water. I'll be able to take him out pretty quickly. He looked like a regular skeleton. But it really looks like this could be a nice place to back in. Maybe. Maybe not. I could be very wrong. Is that a spawner there? I think it is. I'm trying to be careful of things like this. And that. Because they still think there's water there. I missed him. Be a little careful. Okay, definitely something I'm going to need to do is put a workbench up, and there's somebody, I think, underneath. It's that skeleton. He's underneath my boat. And he's killing it, I think. So let's put this up. As well as maybe a couple of these. There he is. Come on, buddy. Alright, now I want to be a little... Maybe make this as... kind of land it up as I can. Well, there's usually 3 spawners when they have them together like this. Oh, there's a 3rd one in here. Okay. So now... Oh, wait. Oh, that was that guy from before, yeah. Alright. Do I want to try and put the land across through here? Will it make it over there? Now, blobs like this are generally something you want to take on with blunt weapons, but He's going to spawn into 2 oozes, or 2 blobs. There's going to be a lot of poison flying around. I don't remember if the oozers themselves actually have poison. And there's the blobs. They're a little bit easier to kill even with the bows, but if I need to, I can switch over to... Whoops. In fact, I may just do that. So I feel like I've gotten all kinds of junk that I already need to drop off on the boat. And a lot of it I'll probably have to get rid of anyway. These I need. This I only need. I'll take half of it, we'll say. Not a lot of room. These I don't really need anymore because I'm not going to be making big paths here, I think. I didn't really bring a rock for elevating paths across the water or anything. Okay, let's see if there's anybody right here. So it's looking like we're probably okay. In terms of, you know, nasty surprises waiting for us as soon as we come in, right? Oh, no. Hey. It's actually bad. I have to do this one the old-fashioned way, maybe. Oh, wait. Okay. Didn't expect there to be a side room over here. Alright. The spawner very close by. But so far I think we're okay. I'm having a chest right here in this front room. I'm just going to make it a little bit easier for storage kind of stuff for crap like this. Chains? 6 chains. Nice. The key now is just let's not die, right? So let's take some foods, get some stamina, a little bit of health. This sounds like a very, very, very busy area in terms of mobs. I'm hearing spawners, I'm hearing blobs, I'm hearing Draugr. Alright, so there's the blob. I think there's a spawner right on the other side of this, right? Yeah. I don't think the spawners spawn blobs, though. I don't know why it's not spawning dudes, though. Dudes being the very technical term for Draugr, I guess. I can't really see over there very well. Is that the back of the room? I think it probably is. But I could see nothing, man. Problem is I got these lights shining in my face. just from the streaming setup I've got. And so because of that, sometimes it's hard to see in the dark. And this game doesn't have a brightness setting. I could probably turn the brightness up on my monitor or something, but just feels like a little too much hassle and almost like cheating. Not too much like cheating, but a little bit. If it were easy to do, I wouldn't be concerned. But it's probably just a little bit more than I feel like doing. Oh, so I got some iron there. Toss that. Oozes in there for the short term. That's another muddy scrap pile right there. Yeah, I think it is. I don't know if it's going to end up being a... I mean, withered bones are important, but I've got a bunch of them already. I'm not rested. Let's go get rested. And now all of a sudden the activity just is... I'm not resting. I think there may be enemies too close to me on that other side. Alright. So I need to try and be like close enough that I'm at the fire, but far enough that I'm not close to an enemy. And if I can make this happen for like 30 seconds, then I'll get my rested bonus and then I can continue on, but going without a rested bonus is insanity. I just feel like I have a few less arrows than I think I should. That seemed faster than 30 seconds. That could be a good thing. Well, looks like there's another room on the other side. Anything over there? I hear another scanner, spawner. Hard to see. Sometimes they're hiding around the corners. Alright, this looks like kind of a dead end here, huh? That's said muddy scrap pile. So I took it at face value. It's not lying to me. Some money. Oh, chest. I'm not going to take the ancient wood right now, I don't think, though. I've got enough of that already. The poison does me no good in here, that's for sure. Alright, let's get going. I hear splashing on the other side. Could be an open room and some peeps, some mobs, some... what should I call them? Doug? Let's call them... So, I don't know if anybody ever played Destiny, but there are these kind of low-level creatures called dregs. I was playing with my brother-in-law once. First time I played the game. A lot of a little blob there, huh? Is there more than just a blob? Don't make me wrong, blob's enough. Anybody else? It's not looking like it. This is already feeling like a kind of a big area. This may go deeper than I thought it did. I thought this was a dead ender, but it looks like this actually goes into another room. What's up, Toothless? And my rule of thumb right now on no portal, no map, hardcore permadeath is that I am definitely going to always have poison resistance on. .7, so I'll keep this. I have so much food on me, I think that's taking up a lot of weight. Shouldn't really be doing that, but... Alright, what did I see? Enough scrap iron, I'm probably almost full again. Might as well run back and drop it off as well. And one thing I should probably consider while I'm doing all this is just how much room I have in my boat. I don't have a lot of room in my boat. Probably throw a couple things out, but I have a little bit of room on me as well. So maybe I'll get like 6 stacks, 180 iron before I take off. Start loading up the boat. The one thing I've given myself in this game: no portals, no map. Hardcore mode is 3 times resource drops. Probably should have done 2x, but I went with 3 because I didn't feel like spending all my time farming, mining stupid things. You know how it is. So this finally looks like it's going to be a dead end. I think something I found the other day is that if I turn these lights on, like a red light, it actually still works. Maybe even gives it a better little why is it being all crazy like that? Just want red. It has to be all crazy, fancy, spinny stuff. I just want one color, man. I don't want flashing. I don't want strobe. I just want good old-fashioned red. I give up. We'll see. Yeah, no, that's gonna be nuts. Let's just go back to regular old lights mode. Alright. Who wanted to see anyway? Alright. Gotta get all this muddy scrap so I can get all my iron. Come on, in the corner. I should be able to get that without destroying my pickaxe. I think this room right here had actually a muddy scrap pile. Man, I can't see anything about it. It just looks like it was a little bit of muddy scrap. I don't know exactly what else to say about it. So, as of now, got a bunch of loot that I'm probably not going to grab this run. Now this is going to be the dangerous room. Just give me one regular red. Just keep it red. You don't have to do crazy stuff. Just leave it on red. And you? Can I really not do the same thing? Does it have to flash? Please. It almost feels like this should do it. I can just find the color. No, there it is. Let's see if this is it. Definitely a spawner in here. So we finally got a Draugr in here. I don't know if he's an archer or a... Yeah. Food's all flashing. Well, obviously he's trying to get through. Alright. I think we've got a Draugr right there too, yeah. The worst part is I think I can almost... I think I can get the scrap pile from here. I'm really hoping that Draugr on the left is not an archer. I don't think either of these guys is. Okay, we've got an elite. Here, I'm gonna actually go rest if I can. This is that problem where there's still a lot of enemies around, so I gotta find that magic spot where I still have fire but I don't have enemies. And so I get that comfort 3. Yeah, the color doesn't look right though, does it? Getting a weird green effect in the background. Just give me regular old white. Yeah, I give it a shot. Okay, then I go back. I can try and kill this elite. I mean, I didn't really try and kill him. Just kill him. Okay, I'm thinking it's cleared, but I need to be ready for that not to be the case. You never know when there might be blobs or whatever around, right? Make sure I got all the muddy scrap. A little bit more room. A couple entrails, never a bad thing. A chest, that's usually good. Let's get the other loot first before we forget. Jeez, it's a lot of iron. Let's go run some of this back. I think we're pretty much at a point where we can run some iron out to the boat, maybe call it a day. Not quite, but almost. Okay, day 171. That's a good sign because that means I just finished the day-night cycle. So even that's just a little too much. Alright, so let's... I really don't care about that, but the chains I'm very interested in. In fact, I'm not really super interested in any of the loot, but I don't want to throw it out either, so this seemed to be like my loot chest. Chains come with me. Entrails stay for now. These will stay for now. I'm really just interested in the iron. And then depending on how, you know, like, dangerous it is outside, I'll decide what I'm going to do in terms of coming back and getting more and so forth. What were those other arrows? A lot of chests in this dungeon. Not a bad thing. I'll keep that on me. Alright. So let's grab us, ooh, much as we can. Which is only 25, so looks like I might need to make a few trips in and out. Let's see what we got going on out here. Looks like the way I came in was this way. Through this thing here. Across this little run here. Not interested in the bones at all. Oh, so much crap I gotta get rid of. The wood is gone. The bones are gone. Corewood is gone. Draugr trophy gone. Entrails I'll leave for a second. Stone is gone. Alright. So I'm gonna have to make a few runs of that. Hopefully this time I can bring a little bit more. I got rid of some crap I was carrying that I didn't realize I was, like those withered bones are heavy. For instance, alright. 30 just puts me one over. Alright. It's going to be almost impossible to not be wet, but there's that one Draugr over there. That's disturbing me just a little bit. Because I think he might be a 1 or a 2 star. And if that's the case, it means he's pretty fast. I'm going to back this up just a little bit. The less I have to worry about falling in the water and getting eaten by a leech, the better. And in fact, just for grins, I'm going to take a poison potion. I never actually looked in here. 6 more chains. Nice. The poison arrows I'm going to wait for now. The chains weigh what? 32. That's actually a lot. I'm going to bring these back now. Even if I have to swap it out with something light. Make as much room as I can while I'm thinking about it. Really what I can do is grab a lot of this iron and then drop it off back at my forward base, come back here, grab another batch of it, or even maybe like clear out all that crap that I left in my boat hold. Why I didn't get rid of a lot of that stuff, I don't know. I was just in such a rush to get here and to kill some things and get some iron. Alright. May end up having to get rid of the oozes. Maybe some of the blood bags. I don't know. It's good for food, but I'd rather have the iron for now. You know what I mean? And I do need to remember on my way back to my little camp Pretty close to shore, there's a abomination. So I don't want to be surprised by one of those. I think 2 more trips and I'll have all the iron. Those poison arrows aren't bad either, but they're not real helpful in the swamp. Maybe against mountain creatures. Keep those handy for cultists or something. This only goes 1.5. It opens up another slot. I think I only need 1 more, but... So there was a whole nother sunken chamber I saw on the way to this one. So there's a few of them along the shore here. Something I still haven't seen in one of them yet, though, is the Vegvisir. Oh, this is 10. It'll be 2 trips. Dang it. Alright, right at 450 because I had to pick a couple things up to make a slot. My rusted bonus is getting low. So what I will most likely do, I think I can still get there and back on this rested bonus. Still got some more stuff I can pick up. Not essential stuff necessarily, but plus I gotta remember I will be coming back to this crypt in not too long of a time period. Oh, did I accidentally destroy my fire? Yeah, I threw all my wood out too. Alright, this chest is not empty, but it's almost empty. This one here has some fun stuff like this. So I'm going to grab that. I'm really not going to not care about the loot. I really don't care about that kind of loot at the moment. I've got essentially what I came for. I have 15 seconds on the rested bonus, so let's get back to the boat and get out of Dodge. And plan on coming back in not too long of a time period. Alright. Not an unsuccessful little trip. Yeah, I was very surprised. I kind of wandered by accident. Where is it? No, it wasn't here. Somewhere coming up here on the left was an abomination sitting in the water. There it is. You can see it back there. Just to the left of those skeletons. See, there's another sunken chamber right there as well. This one was just a little more busy, but actually that little land thing right there might be a great place to back in, right there. Oh. Yeah, you can almost go right up to the sunken chamber on that one. So what did I end up with? I've got 9 on me. Wind's going pretty well. And let's do it like this, 126. Is not a bad amount of iron for one quick run. It doesn't give me everything I need, but it's not too bad. So now we'll kind of rinse and repeat what we did before. There's that deer, man. He's always hanging out in this little channel. And I know I hit him once before with the boat, and he didn't die, shockingly. So we're going to see if we can do that again. Well, I don't think I'm going to end up killing him, but I think this skeleton might. Because of course I'm now paddling. Should have brought my fishing gear. Actually, I kind of liked the way I did it before. Which might actually prevent me from having to go into the wind very much, if any. I'm going to go just around here. I don't have smelting here. If I did, I could actually turn it into iron, make those nails, and make the raven chair to give me an extra 2 minutes of rested bonus, but a one-time rested bonus just isn't worth all that much, you know what I mean? Alright. Gets me back into the wind again, which is exactly what I was hoping. The wind was pretty strong. I will be very gentle here with what I'm doing. Is that a drogger over? Oh, it's a railing. Never mind. Alright, so I've got a little bit of weight space on me. Can I do a whole stack? Nope. Not even close. In fact, I gotta take another 2 off. 3. Oh, it's because I stuck it up there. Okay. Alright. I mean, really, I'm not going to take the iron off here. What I really need to take off is all the other stuff I don't need. I don't need all of those sausages, first off. I don't need all of these extra soups. Like, they're good stuff, don't get me wrong. Very useful stuff. I just don't need it as much as I need the iron, right? So now in this chest, I'm going to make a little room here. I'll put the sausages, the extra soups, the arrows, the entrails. This stuff I don't need. There's some weight in here I don't need. It's really more about making capacity space in my boat. The weight I can deal with. In fact, let me do it like this. I actually want the muck shakes and not the carrot soup. And here I want the sausages before. I mean, really, I could probably even, like that did a lot, but. Oh, the stupid grayling. Alright. This chest is, that's the one that came with it, so that's stupid. Well, so let's try, I don't have any wood on me, do I? I'm gonna have to go chop just a little bit of wood. Just because I don't feel like dealing with them. Oh. I have to repair my pickaxe. I don't want to forget about that. And also, my bronze pickaxe has been doing very well. So I don't know that I'm going to bring... I run out of space faster than I do... I never run out of the pickaxe, you know? Why didn't I pick any up? What did I pick up? Rock. Oh, resin, that was it. Not going to need a ton of wood, but I need a little bit of wood. Alright, let's make a little shelf. And then let's make another chest over the top of the other one. Then I will stick in all of this extra food that I don't need. pickaxe, I'm going to repair. I'm under 100 fire arrows. Do I have any resin? I do have a little bit. Do I have any feathers? No. Okay. Geez, what is this, like a grayling convention? Now, I could put a couple things in the chest. How much is this weigh? Total of 10. I'm going to keep it. It's worth it. I can get another 6 stacks, 7, 8, because I'll have the stone gone. 8, that's 240. That's if I get another 240. That's a lot of iron. So I'm going to sleep. Which I'm sure I can do at this point, as soon as I'm not wet. Go back and redo the rest of that swamp. And I should be able to bring back the rest of the chests, the rest of the iron. Yeah. And I do think I'm going to keep what I have on me. Look at me, I'm like, I'm going to go take over a swamp and I can't even get out of my room. I need to rebuild my fire. Screech, reach for the sheath with the blade with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete, and he swung possessed with the devil at his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter and a breath. Ah, looks like the leeches had enough of that deer hanging out in this little area. There's always a bunch of guys guarding that little thing there. I think where I have to go is beyond that point, so I'm just going to stay focused on that point. Stranahan's. Denver Distillery. Fantastic. Good place to visit. A lot of good samples. They got that really good Blue Label. What the heck was it? It was like a rum barrel aged something or other whiskey that was just fabulous. Alright, so around this point, now the only thing that I'm concerned about a little bit is arrows. Alright, so there's crypt number 1 that I've done already. Which means there should be the stone tower. Unless I missed crypt number 1. Alright. So we're coming in for crypt number 2 now. I'm trying to do my old, Tokyo drift. Which is never a good idea, really, especially not in the swamp. I just always like to be backed in, So now I'm a little bit far away than I would like to be. So I'm going to back up a little bit. And I'm not sure if it's injured, but I'm going to... Okay, it's not. Water's going up and down, which makes me a little bit nervous. Because that might be hiding leeches. Alright. We're back in the crypt. Alright, let's go kill some stuff. So through this way was where we Last left our intrepid explorer. Oh, geez, you know what I didn't do? I should go do it now before I forget. Create that fire. And then also take my food. Take a little while for the health to get up. I don't know if this room here is going to be leading to anywhere special. Looks like it's a dead end based on the... Yeah. Might have a little bit left over. Yeah. You can always spend a bunch of time trying to get rid of every little bit of scrap pile, but it's usually not worth it. 2, 3. For all those muddy scrap piles I just killed, I got 3. Any there? No. Alright. Anything in here? Nope, that's a dead end. That's dead. Back through here is a nothing burger. Back through here, let's see if this is actually a dead end. Yeah, looks like it is. Alright, so now we just have path the right. Yeah, a little bit of money, a little bit of loot to go in the loot chest. Alright. Okay, now's where the fun begins. Well, so we know there's a archer there. I don't hear buzzing in this room. Oop. And that's why you take the poison pot. Ooh. Huh. I took a little bit of damage there. Gotta be a little careful. Nope. And also not shoot like an idiot. Now, had that blob poisoned me, and I didn't have that potion in me, it would have been very close, but I think I would have survived because I would have taken a medium healing pot at the right time. This room's otherwise seeming kind of empty. I'm just going to confirm that maybe a little bit. Yeah, I think so. I think I would have heard more guys. I see a lot of scrap piles here. Well, I'll be able to stand up on this one and shoot some guys. We'll see. Although it's not what we're supposed to be looking at yet. More ancient bark, which is not a big concern at the moment. If I get the chance to grab the 100 or so we found at some point, maybe I will. It's faster than cutting down trees inside the swamp and all, right? I have a couple whacks at that, but like I said, I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on it. That one's pretty big. There we go. Got some more iron. Trying to keep everything fresh. don't know if there's anybody behind this room, or if this is just a dead end, but there's definitely people through that muddy pile. This is looking like it actually... Yeah, that's an elite right there, I think. That's hard to tell from this angle. Alright. And I'm not saying there's not anybody else in this room. In fact, there's a blob. Let's get the bow ready. There it is again. It's so nice how not dangerous the poison is when you've got the pot in you. Alright, so we got a little bit of more muddy scrap to do here. Put the iron in the iron chest. Put that in there, put that in there, get rid of this, get rid of that. And now I'm ready to kill some scrap. If you wonder why I have to keep leaning forward, that's because I have a lot of bright lights in the room I'm in, shining in my eyes. Alright, so that's dead end. This is pretty clear, clear, clear. You can hear it buzzing coming from over there, so there's at least one more spawner, and it must be through here. I think this is the end of the journey for this crypt. Could be wrong, it could extend way past here. Oh, did not expect that to take down the whole wall. Food still okay? Alright. Alright, I was completely wrong. It seems like there's multiple. Interesting, this is a... Oh, not anymore. Say, it's interesting this is a comfort area, because I do need to kind of fatten up my rested bonus pretty soon. Surprised that's not a scrap. Okay. More iron goes in, more of this goes in, more of that goes over there. Throw you out also. Trying to keep it nice and clean, you know? I think this will be where the spawner is. But maybe not. Nope, it's gonna be to the right. Yeah. It's basically good. Now I don't necessarily need to keep running back and doing this, but it just feels clean. Alright, I feel like this could be the last tour around. The question is, will we be able to break through in a way that will allow me to kill the spawner without putting myself in danger? I'm not seeing it. I'm not even 100% sure it's in this room. It might not be. I'm not seeing guys like I thought I would if this was the spawner room, so I don't think it is. Oh, there's a guy. I don't know if he's an archer or a regular guy, but there's somebody. And he looks to be a starred guy, too. Nope, just regular one. You know, I kind of discovered this whole jumping thing fairly recently. I mean, I obviously knew about jumping, but being able to fire in the air like that, it's kind of nice. Alright, nobody else in there. That's an empty one, so there's 2 side paths off of here. More side paths, more iron. More risk for my no portal, no map, hardcore difficulty, permadeath run. So, in other words, I can't die. I mean, unfortunately, I can die, but if I die, the game's over. So, this is why you might see me being a little more careful than I might normally otherwise be. I'm going to take the loot into this chest over here, which was kind of my loot booty chest. Yeah, see? Well, the resting's working here, so I'm just going to take a little bit of a rest. That was about 20 seconds. And the poison's almost out, so I'll have to take one more of those. I'm not going to mess around with that. Already twice this time I got hit by poison when I wasn't even trying to be like, you know, cavalier about it or anything. So as soon as I get through here... Oh, I got... I'm surprised that that was too much. I have to make a couple runs of this and then figure out why. What else do I have? Did I pick up bones or something that's making it heavy? It's the wood, I think. Oh, I do have a couple bones. That should help me from carrying some iron around. And I know it may seem silly to just run iron back from that chest to this chest, but anything that can keep things organized, little by little, is A-okay by me. A little bit of loot, that's fine. So this definitely feels like, and I've said this like 3 times already, maybe 3rd time's a charm. This feels like the room that's going to be the, it's got the spawner, and it's going to be like the last hurrah of this. See that guy right there? I wonder if I can just shoot him in the face right now. It'd probably be better if I did it from up here. Oh, I got an archer. There's still an archer in there. I don't know where he is. Draugr Elite. Got an Elite and an Archer. This is definitely the, Boy, that shelf landed kind of perfectly, didn't it? See, I kind of don't want to kill the Draugr. I want him to stay there, right? Because they usually only spawn so many people, I think. So if I kill the Elite... Because I'm going to have to get in here and figure out where's the spawner. I must be oh so careful. Because something like that might happen. Where's the freaking... Where's... She's a 2-star. Man, I'm glad there's that one big chunk right there. He's a mean looking dude. Fire doesn't seem to be stacking like I think it should. What I want them to give me is no star melee guys. But the spawner location is just not very favorable. I feel like it's over on that left side somewhere. Maybe I can see it from over here. Is that it right there? Oh, I think it is. Alright, I think I can see it from here. Oh! Here, there's an archer. There's a blob also. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's be a little careful here. Just to be safe. Let's go ahead and do that. In case somebody should happen to break through or something. I was hoping to get him a... Okay, I think the spawner's gone. So after this Draugr and the blob, I think that should be it. It's good. My arrows are getting a little low. Okay, is all quiet on the western front now? Sure sounds like it to me, but if anybody's, you know, being tricksy, could be the end for me. And there's a Vegvizier. Beautiful. Because there's a Vegvizier, that means I don't need to worry about taking over that one little... There's another okay, Vegvizier. Let's get my hammer out with a direction on it. Let's see what direction it points me. Geez, practically whatever direction this is. Whatever direction that is seems to be right. So let's not lose that direction. Anything over here other than bones and scrap? It says muddy scrap pile, but there's a big muddy scrap pile, so I know that's not unusual. I'm just making sure there's no loot I'm missing. Oh, I've still got 2 more. This was a lot bigger of an area than I thought. I did not want the withered bone. I don't want this. I want to put this away. I'll put that in there for now. I'll take this and stick those up. I'll use the iron heads. That I'll leave in there for now. Final room. I say final room, it's not really final room. I would be surprised if there's a room behind this one. Oh. Who's this? Somebody actually sent a message to Total Tech. Dude, you're too old for video games. Yeah, you know, maybe. Maybe not. I don't think you're ever too old for video games. I mean, I'm doing a no portal, no map, hardcore death, run. So in other words, not easy. And I beat 2 of the 6 bosses. Got a pretty reasonable base established. Getting pretty close to having the big fight against the big swamp boss. So, you know, too old, maybe. Maybe not. Who can say? Except, I think I'm still doing things in video games that a lot of people can't do. Alright. Not so interested in the bark. So let's start off by getting rid of crap that I don't want. Don't need. Let's focus on the iron. I can take another with this. I'll put that down there. It's not a huge drop though. Not a huge drop there either. I think I'm just gonna have to make a lot of runs. So I think I can get another 6. Yeah. So this will take 5 runs. Although I can drop off maybe a little bit. It's still gonna be 5 no matter what. Get the rested bonus. Head out. Well, first we'll see if it's dark out. Because if it's dark, I'm not going out there. Okay, I don't know if the person who is watching is the guy who made the comment about being too old for video games, but I'm curious if anybody else watching thinks the same thing. Yep. It is dark. And as much as I love wraiths, I'm thinking I might not hang out in the dark. Because they will get me and they will kill me. I don't see one, but you know he'll show up. I also hate to be bored. The best thing you can do, have an escape path. Right? And not use any stamina. Actually, let's see if we can get rid of some entrails too. Alright. Yeah, like I said, don't use the stamina. Just stay cool. And what I am going to do is pull the bow out, get these arrows ready, put the bow away with R. That way, if I do have an emergency need, I'm just one button away from being loaded the way I need to be loaded. And this didn't have anything, right? That was a loot, but I don't care about the booty. It's the iron loot we're interested in today. So we can get another 3 if I drop off, like, the gold. Actually, another 4 if I drop off the gold. 34 is not bad. Let's wait till I'm not wet, even though that doesn't make a difference. Okay, well, again, let's just double check for any wraiths. Make sure we're actually taking the path and not running into leech-infested water. No, I can't see where the path was. I see path over here. Now, this is where you go, yeah, man, your eyes are crap, so maybe you are too old to be playing games. But I will say it's not because of my age, it's because I have light shining in my eyes. Okay, there's a leech. I don't care about that. I mean, I do in the fact that I don't want to be in the water with leeches, but I don't have to worry about that leech. Alright, let's see. 30, and I can get another 3. So this will get me... Now, I don't care as much about that as I do these, because that's good for other stuff. And those are alright as well. Okay. Actually, I have those rubies in here. Alright. Okay, any wraiths? Jeez, I must have got here, like, right when it was turning nighttime. So there's a part of me that just thinks like, shouldn't the... Oh, there's the day. Alright, that makes me feel a little bit better. I shouldn't have to worry about wraiths. Alright. Now you never know. Blobs, whatnot. But, in fact, I'm even going to take a poison pot. Just on the off chance that I slip into the swamp and get hit by a leech. Because poison pots are easy to make more of. And getting this far in the game is not. Alright, so let's grab that last little bit of iron. How much is this worth? 75. This is 112. The pearls are probably nice. If I put this down here, this is 434, this is 100. So that's 300. I was trying to do this. Take like half of it. Yeah, I think the gold actually... No, I couldn't even do all that. Alright, so maybe this stuff was better. Let's grab like 50. That looks about right. Don't really need a whole lot of loot in the game, but never hurts. In case I want to buy some stuff from good old Heldor, who I got very lucky and found pretty quickly in this game. Alright, let's get out of Dodge. So I've got 33 on me. I forget what I had in the chest. Or in the boat's hold. That wasn't a bad number. About another 150 maybe? But I'm going to do one thing real quick. Now, this may seem kind of dumb. But I think it's important. All Tokyo Drift. This was the direction this was facing from here. Was like straight. I don't know what direction that was, but it was straight from there. Alright, I gotta... Now, if I die because I went back to take that reading, I'd be kind of upset. So now that's an interesting point is, like, that lamp over there, could that be the bone? The head? I don't think so. But it does make me want to explore a little further north. or whatever direction that is. Like that light there could be. No, I don't think it is. But, you know, I got a Veg Vizier. And it gave us a pretty solid direction. And the reason I did that is a lot of times I accidentally, when I'm zooming in on the boat, I will fire at my hammer, and then all of a sudden I start rotating my hammer direction. And so in an effort to not lose my orientation of the Veg Vizier and have to go into that mine, crypt, chamber, whatever it's called, a red guy and a bright green guy, so that's a, I think it's a 1-star and a 2-star. Let's stay out a little bit. Plus there's that abomination over there too. Alright, so I gotta go around this point. Oh, it took up almost my whole hammer. Nice. Alright, so I got 33 on me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, let's do this. Let's make sure I don't run into something. And that was a pretty good iron haul. And it's first thing in the morning. Do I need to go back to that other, my little stopping spot? I've dumped a bunch of food off there. I want to pick that up. I mean, why is the ground shaking? It's kind of weird. Alright, this time, well, that's another reason I might as well stop in, is to get the old rested bonus back. You never, jeez, almost caught me a flying trollfish there. Alright, let's get this oriented so I don't ground, which I totally got grounded. We can fix that later. Alright. So here, what I want to do, I definitely want to take this stuff. 25, but I'm fine. I'm going to be wanting to take this kind of food, the sausages for sure. Let's repair, just for grins. 4 wooden arrows, I think at this point I can toss. Actually, there's some here. 50 gold I really don't care about. Pearls, this stuff, you know, maybe at the very end if there's some room I'll grab it, but I don't think there will be. So I'm grabbing a lot of this stuff. I did not ask you to enter my home. They're clearly not vampires, huh? Let's see. Don't have a lot of room, but I can swap some things. This will perfectly make that a stack. And then this is another good fatty. This stuff's pretty light, right? 2, yeah. Although this isn't a discussion of weight, really, as much as it is. Let's see. You know, I want to, for the ride back, I think I'm going to actually put those in there. I think those are going to weigh more, right? Weight 10, this is weight... Actually, it weighs the same, huh? In that case, I'm going to keep the sausages on me. But the food's definitely going to take priority. I got so much money back in the base. Any of this, I don't need any of that. I'll take some of those. The poison arrows are kind of nice. Don't need the amber. Don't need the jerky. I can save that for later. I think that's about everything I want to take. A little bit of food. A little bit of loot. That's about it. Alright. Good enough. Let's get back to the base. And the question is, are the tides going to be in our favor to get out of here? Or are we going to be grounded? Right now, they're in our favor a little bit. Just a little bit. The next time the tide comes up, I should be able to get out. Now, I can always get out and push, but who wants to get out and push when you can let gravity do the work? And by gravity, I mean the moon's gravity. Now I can go back to taking some more of the chorin food. Alright, I can go while I'm doing this, but what's the tally here? Alright, 1, 2, so 9 times 3, 270, 285. That's a pretty good haul of iron. If I do say so myself, and I do. Alright. And I do now know that there is a bone mass in that direction. How, I mean, that same direction along the coast. How far it is, I don't know. If it's on that same island, if it's 10, miles away across mountains and plains and mistlands, who knows? Oh, I got some, pro and con, I guess. The weather changed right as the wind changed, so now I can actually put a little bit of oomph into my sailing, but at the same time, the sea's coming, and if for whatever reason I do happen to get attacked by a sea serpent and kill it, I really don't have a lot of space to put it. Now, I would completely, if I kill the serpent, grab its scales and its meat and toss out, I don't know, carrot soup or something. Don't get me wrong. The serpent would win for sure. I think this is the way I want to go. Because I think this is just a bay. Yeah. Man, it's getting hot in here. It's so hot, Nellie's going to sing a song about it. Alright. Yeah, that's just a big bay. Hudson Bay. Bay of Pigs. Oh, I gotta come up with names for these things. Right now all these locations are in my head, but I really need to create kind of a map for these. And that way I can have some fun with it. I don't want to name them after all real places. That's the Bay of Lost Dreams. Now, is this a river? I don't know. I think is that Nuaru? Or is that's a little swamp island? I didn't go down a river that small. So I do have an island camp called Nuaru. A little tiny place, but it works. 285 ore is going to require 570 coal. Right? That's right. 285 times 2. Pretty sure that's 570. Which is a lot of coal. I think it's more than an entire chest, because it's what, 50 a stack? Oh, look at those guys. Comes that storm again. So it's 50 a stack. My Nuaru is around here somewhere. I don't know that I actually need to go there. There's my north marker from a fight that I had a while back. In fact, there's Nuaru right there. That little island, if I got closer, it would, it would spawn. But I think I can make it back to the base in time before it gets dark. Now, I used to go around the other side of this island to get to Nuaru and then go across that way. Nuaru being named after the smallest actual island state in the world. I have no idea where it is, what ocean it's in. And I'm not a speedrunner or anything, obviously. Grey dwarfs. But I don't think I'm taking terribly long to get settled in, and I've had some fun. There's where I fought Elder. You can see all those little things sticking up out of the water, or the ground, those little things, I forget exactly what I called them, but those are protection from his root shots, and they actually did extremely well. I think the fight to Elder was actually closer to me than the fight for Eikthyr. And I think this is the little island I plan on taking over someday. If I am where I think I am. This should be my little island base right in front of us. We'll get the smelting going. I'm probably going to have to cut down some more trees. Yeah. That little lump right there is a place I call home. It's pretty horrible looking, but, it works. Tides are low right now. Let's get rid of the crap. Well, let's, yeah. We'll make one run to get rid of the crap. Get rested. And then start smelting. Maybe doing another crop of carrots or something. So booty was up here. Arrows, well, arrows themselves, I'm going to have to start sticking somewhere else. Like maybe an arrow. No, it's a turnip chest now, I guess. That's also a turnip chest. I'm going to need a new chest for arrows. I mean, this is normally where I make arrows, not where I leave arrows. Alright, I got a lot of extra food on me, so stamina food goes up here. Keep the carrots, the muck shakes will go back. The sausages will go in here. I guess not. This is the lowest health one, right? Well, no, I guess grilled necktail is the lowest health one. So yeah, let's, maybe I'll even throw this out. Health 30, health 20, it's so low. It seemed so big at the time, back in the day, back when I was young. Back when I was a kid. Alright, let's go grab some iron. I did get the rusted bonus, 17's not bad. The waves are really coming up. This is going to be a lot of trips. I'm going to be taking about 30 per trip, I think. Yeah. I might be able to... This will just put me at 444. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of trips. But you always got to close the doors. And I have... not quite. 1, 2, 3, 400. I said 500 and something. I do have 60 in there. I probably have right around 500. Get one stack going. Kind of design this to be one stack height. We'll put undone things there. that one little piece of wood I picked up. So much iron to bring in. Could be worse. I could have not so much iron to bring in. Oh, I can get 2 this time. I guess it's because of that wood. So, now I've got a lot of iron. I'm going to have to do a lot of planning and thinking about how exactly I want to spend that iron. I've already made a lot of the primary things, but I do have some weapons I gotta make, upgrades I gotta make. Oh, I picked up a sheep. That's gonna happen. It's hard to run by the kilns without picking up the iron. It's just gonna happen. I might as well grab it now. I can't because I'm full. Okay, good. All right, iron chests. I wonder. I might need a whole nother chest for all the iron that I'm gonna be making. Those chests were kind of full in there, huh? Chest. The question, as soon as I put that down, am I going to start getting inundated with stuff? Looks like no. I feel cold, so it's finally nighttime. I can't wait to get like a wolf cloak or a lox cloak. Not have to worry about that anymore. Oh. Yeah. I totally missed where the thing was. Oh, I forgot I actually have a little chest right there with my fishing pole and some bait. Alright. This batch I may start off by capping these guys off like this. We'll throw in the ore that we still have. We're going to grab some coal. Fill this up as well. We're gonna have to drop that off so we can now put the coal back. Put that 17 inside. I think I'm gonna need another chest pretty darn quickly. I don't think I have any wood piles around. You know, I'll swing this around a little bit closer as well. No, the other way. Alright. Let's grab a 32. Man, it's so hard to see that thing. Why am I not able to run in? Oh, because I'm missing the door. It's so dark there. I should really set up a torch. I think there actually is a torch there. I just got to bring some resin out so I can see. Hopefully. Hopefully it's there and I'm not misremembering. Alright, where we go? You know, I think there used to be a torch and I took it down for some reason. Well, this thing really drifted the heck away, huh? Let's go back and do it here then. Alright, I don't have any wood in here. Two more trips just for the iron. I want to get the chains and other stuff. That way at the forward... Well, there's going to be some other things I need chains for, I think. I can't remember exactly what. I already made the meat station. Right. Iron doesn't go in there. Iron comes into here. Alright. That's going to take me the entire nighttime. Just unload the boat. Now, if I were smart, which I think anybody who's watching clearly knows I'm not, I would have brought like a cart or something. Although, this place is so small, dragging a cart back and forth probably would have been more time than it was worth. So we're going to put this in here, and then we're going to try and gather some coal. Fill this thing up. Okay, I'm going back on full bore again. Yeah, I know. Alright, so I want to keep this going too. Drop off what I got. Yeah, not a lot of room for more iron in there. I'm gonna need a wood stat. The other stuff. What? Oh. Gotta slide that coal on me. Some chorin food. Drop off that iron. Pick this stuff up. And then grab a little bit more from the boat. I was just checking the potion spot to see if it'll work as a reasonable kind of overflow for the iron for now. Okay, so a little bit of coal I'm going to grab, chains for sure, the stuff that I can use for food and actual food. I'm going to leave the key on the boat and the harpoon. And that should be everything I need. I keep those cores on for making bonfires of all things. But, I might not be going back out there, so let me shut the door. Gotta keep the doors closed. Lost my 1-star pigs because of a raid, because the doors were open. Still kick myself to this day about that. We'll top this off. Throw the iron in as well. And then tell me I'm carrying too much, but that'll go away pretty quickly. And if not, then... Alright, let's grab this last little bit of iron. Shut these doors. Drop the iron off that I have into here. Come over here to the swamp box to get rid of stuff I can use to make some more foods. Chains. What do I do with the chains? Chains go in the... Actually, this box. Wood does not go in there. I'm going to need wood for some other stuff real soon, though. This can probably go somewhere else as well, but now that I got this iron, I'm totally making an obliterator. Oh my goodness, I've been dying for that. I do just think I need more storage. I mean, now that it's like, I've got this much iron, I think I'm going to be going for some reinforced chests or something. A lot more storage capacity for a small space, right? You look at the, all it takes is 2 iron. I got enough fine wood, Lord knows. And, you know, it's maybe a little bit bigger than a chest. But it's got some pretty hefty capacity in it. That's what I'm going to be doing. Not really need to worry about... Well, if I make that my carrot location, then I will. Carrots and turnips, I've got a ton on me. In fact, let's take the actual carrots and put them in the carrot box. And now up here we have... That's my apocalypse chest. Obviously my turnip chest. This was here as some sort of an emergency thing, but I don't remember what it was. But as long as I've got those there, I'll do this. Those 2 resins I never ended up needing. Little extra foods there. Alright, so now let's, because it was nighttime, that means this iron has all been picked up, or cooked up. And I think it's time for that chest. So to start with, I literally need 1 wood for what I want to do. Here's the clock I was making. Haven't fully loaded it up, but it does look like maybe about 6 a.m. Haven't fully worked out where the numbers go yet, but I'm pretty sure it's about 6 a.m. Alright, now that I've got that, I can make a temp chest to the side. Pick up all this stuff that is going to make it too heavy for me and put it in here. That's because I put that 15 in here. I'll leave this up here for now. I'm going to take this down, get that 10 wood back, and then I needed 2 iron and some fine wood. To make the reinforced chest. And now you get, you know, 24 instead of 10. I mean, that's a monstrous upgrade, right? And that's the kind of capacity I need for all that iron I'm bringing in. Okay, so stuff like this will go off to the side. Here, copper, tin, iron. To the right. Okay, this I can now reclaim the chest. I'll be making more of those, that's for sure. In fact, I might end up revamping all of this stuff into bigger chests. Okay, so now I needed to load up some more iron. Okay, a little bit back. Oh, it's because I picked up that 12. Right, and I'm going to need... The coal is probably out, right? Yeah. So I'll need 60. If I were smart, I would have started at the other end. Okay, stack placed. Alright, we've got that going. I did need to make some more coal. And I need more wood. What I really kind of need to do is plant some more wood. Grabbing this, you know, ground stuff is okay. And running over here into the, you know, there's forest around, don't get me wrong, there's wood. But it is annoying. Why I'm eating neck meat, you know, there's a kind of a, I get it, right? I'm trying to clear out all this crappy food that I am never going to need again. So I might as well do it at a time when it's not super dangerous for me, but it's always kind of dangerous for me, you know? Alright, so this is it's a core wood stack, I remember that. Hate stumps. Where am I at? 323. I'll keep working on the trees that I've cut down already. So like I said, very dangerous. Guys like the graylings that are going to come after me. You don't even know what I'm hitting, but it's not the tree. I can't believe that thing's actually steep enough that you have to swim. Alright, that's enough wood. I can now go and... You know, and I can technically throw core wood in the kiln. But I don't have so much core wood that I feel like wasting it like that. And who knows, maybe one of these days I'll lift this whole thing up, or I'll make a like a second story on it, lift the roof up. I probably should do that anyway. I think I had more than 75 wood. So I can put the rest in there. Yeah, there's a little bit. I'll grab what we got here. This will go in the coal chest. And I'll bring in the irons. Okay, we've got over 100 there. Almost to the point where I'm going to start making stuff. We'll just get this all going again real quick. Drop this off. Grab a stack of coal. Populate this back up. This should be, look to me, about, it'll leave me, what, about 8 to 10 coal on me? 5, okay, a little less than I thought even. Alright. Okay, so now it's time for some upgrades. So much time for upgrades that Beyonce is going to sing a song about it. Alright. I'm not taking off Meganure, that was an accident. Okay, so what do I want to do first? I think I want to finish upgrading everything I can upgrade. Like my scale mail. my greaves. See, it's funny, I brought in all that iron. All of a sudden, it's looking a little thin, isn't it? It's funny how fast that goes. But my armor's really gonna get a nice jump up from that. Next, I think, is an iron helmet. What do I need for an iron helmet? $20 iron and 2 deer hide. So I'm gonna grab a stack of deer hide. So I might need it for more upgrades. I'm just gonna do this. Iron helmet. Upgrade. Iron helmet. Upgrade. I'm 1 iron away. But, you know, that'll be taken care of really quickly. But now I can get rid of this bronze helmet. I'm not going to worry about upgrading the armor stand with updated armor or something. About the only reason there is to do that. Must be at wait. No? That was weird. The only reason I would have to, because in the old days what I would do is, for a death run, I would have a armor stand already, so if I died I could just click on the thing, got everything in my inventory, load it up, I'm ready to go, right? But you all of a sudden play a permadeath, where you can't die, or your game's over, and you go, well, what do I need to worry about what I actually have on the dude, right? So these are upgraded. I'm not going to worry about the axe. The bow's upgraded. Helmet, mace. I need an iron mace. What do I need to make an iron mace? 20. 3 scraps and 4 wood. Alright, we'll put this away. I'm going to need a few scraps. I've got this iron on me. I'm ultimately going to need 20. Gotta get more coal going. It's going to be going faster than I think it is. 20. So I've got the 20. But I also need 2 wood. I think I might have left some wood in here. No. What did I do? I threw all the wood in the thing, didn't I? The kiln. Well, I guess it's back to the forest once again. At least it's a beautiful day for running out to the forest. Man, it's just awful. And I think there's actually some already, like, cut and ready to pick up wood down at the water. Maybe 1 hit with the middle boss. Nope, 2. Yeah, bro. That wasn't much of a whack. Usually I like to see him go flying. There's the wood. Oh. He frightened shit out of me. What do I have? Oh, my Mega Nerd was still off. No wonder I couldn't pick anything up. Oh, finally the sun's coming out. So I wonder what time it is during the day. I'm gonna have to work this clock thing out. Not that I need it, but it is gonna drive me nuts. See, it's looking like, according to this thing, it's about 6:30, 7? I don't know. $12 in the afternoon. 18, do 6 o'clock. Midnight. See, this is where it gets really messed up. I guess you have to figure out, like, it's not going to be an equal distribution between day and night, I don't think. And that's what's going to throw me off. You know what, while I'm here, I don't need to do this. I had this because of a turnip thing. I planted a turnip wrong and it was having problems. Alright, so now, for just a few minutes, I'm going to throw some wood in here. I needed a little bit of wood, and probably all the iron I had, to make an iron mace. Alright, now this one was doing 53, and this one does 55, so it kind of continues on, which is nice, I suppose. And I'm going to need to do the buckler too. Now what's lacking? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do coal first. Not yet. 20. Alright. So I still have 30, 60, 90, 180, which means I need 360 coal. And in here I've got 225. So one batch of this will put me at around 300. I said I would need like 380, which means one more batch of 75. Not terrible. My guy looks like, okay, Dad. Oh, that's not good. Can't let my sconces get out. Need 3 more. I realize that's a lot, but bear with me. And then we'll put the rest in here for arrow making. How many iron needed for the iron mace upgrade? 10. I've got 6 on me. I'm about to have 10. like I said, about to have 10. Alright, so let's get that upgrade to number 2. And then it'll probably be like 15, 20. 20 to go to level 3. So let's put the 2 back. I've still got that 30 wood. And I had some in here. So if I go 80, I can't throw a full 75 into the smelters and everything, or the kiln. I can fatten it up. And throw some wood in here for later. Grab the coal. So 304. Alright, let's do another one of those load it up and go to bed things, because then it'll be done when I wake up. Hey buddy, I'll let you out in just a little bit. I'll need about 10. I don't want to split that stack, but I'll grab 10 out of here. 13 will be... I probably need a little bit more than that. Alright, there's the 30, the coal's all in. I run in, I sleep real fast, I wake up and I got a bunch. Man, that was loud. There's a lot of loot. There should be 30 there. That'll get me partway to getting my iron mace upgraded. Alright. This is what I need now. Upgrade iron mace. Now what do I need? 25? 30 for the final upgrade to level 4. That's hefty. So these all have like 1 silver or iron in them or something. Of course I haven't gotten the silver yet. So almost 300, and in here I've got 60, 78. See, it's funny how all of a sudden, when it seemed like I had so much iron before, all of a sudden you do a couple upgrades and whatnots, and all of a sudden it doesn't seem like you've got so much iron anymore. This is all going real fast. Alright, so I've got 20, so I want to actually focus next on making my iron buckler. 10 iron and 4 ancient bark. Ancient bark. I have 3. Are you kidding me? I left like hundreds behind at the swamp. And I was even going to bring some, and I just decided at the last second not to. Just double check all these chests, make sure there's nothing I'm missing here. I still got that one, huh? Oh man, that's so painful. That's all honey, I know there's none in there. That hurts. hurts so much. Alright, well, I screwed up there. There's a place close by that has an abomination I was thinking of fighting. It's a small swamp. Maybe I'll go and fight the abomination and get some ancient wood while I'm at it. Anything else I needed to do from a food standpoint? With this guy, I'm going to do a quick little bit of work on my tool here. I've got a Valheim damage tool. For what I call a solo-heim. So I've got I don't have a finewood bow anymore, I've got a huntsman bow. Level 4, right? It calculates both damage to me and to the other guys. That they do to me as well as that I'm going against. Fire arrows. I now have an iron helmet. Level 4. Still trollhide cape, level 3. I have chest iron scale mail, level 4. I have iron greaves, level 4. Shield is still a bronze buckler. And if I'm fighting an abomination, and there's only one of me, let's say I do not have bone mass activated because I don't have bone mass yet. Let me check my bow level at this point. Bows is at 57. That's pathetic. I need to get that up so much higher. Let's see, axes are at 9 still, blocking probably still at 11, yeah. I've not really done much there. Clubs, 38, that's pretty pathetic as well. Alright, my running is 84, that's actually kind of cool. Pickaxe is 41, I don't pay attention to that so much. So, abomination. So if he hits me, and I don't have bone mass, which I don't, he will be doing, depending on which attack he does, 76 to 97. And if I am using, let's say, my 2 best stamina foods, which would be turnip stew and muck shake. Because I have a food calculator as well. And I'm also using for stat health, probably sausage, right? Yeah. This puts my health at the starting time at 114. Now at 10 minutes into that, my health is 101. So that gives me about 10 minutes where I can safely take a hit from him, which I don't want to have ever happen. Right? I think that's safe to say. So, and if I block it with my buckler, it's more like 47 to 67 damage to me. I can still really only take about one of those. Might be able to take a health potion quickly and get back up, or I can take a second. But the problem is, no matter what he does when he hits me, I am going to be staggered. And hopefully he doesn't get to do another attack right away. Because if that happens, it's game over, right? Now, if I do kill him, he'll drop a bunch of cores, right? And then I can start making some other armor, which I don't need at the moment. But there's the root harness that is less armor, but it's pierce resistant, which is monstrous when you are in the plains and you have death skeetos whacking you. It helps with arrows as well, but those aren't so much of a concern anymore anyway, right? So, now when it comes to damage that I am doing to the abomination, it has 800 hit points in hardcore mode, and I will be doing 30 to 33. A little under 100 if I get the first shot and it's a backstab. But if, let's say I don't get the backstab in, 30 to 33. And I just want to double check that there's no arrows that work better against them. Like, let's say I look at the poison. Is he resistant to poison? Yeah, he is. Let's say I look at like the flint head arrow. He's resistant to pierce as well, it seems. It seems like none of these arrows, other than fire arrows, are doing much damage at all. So I think he's resistant to most of it. Yeah, so fire arrow is the only arrow to use. And at roughly 30 each, or it will take 3 arrows to get to 100. That's 24 arrows to kill him. And that's if I hit him every time. I'll probably miss about a third of the time. Which means that's probably like 32 shots. That's a lot of stamina management. Now, if I were to replace that sausage with something like, let's say a carrot soup, which I'm not going to do, I'm just throwing it out. My health then total is 74. I can't survive even a single hit. And having the extra stamina, having 200 stamina, as opposed to, what did I have for health? I was going to take the sausage. As opposed to 173. It's a little bit of a drop in stamina, but it's not the end of the world. But what I do need to do is make more fire arrows, probably. I mean, like I said, I should be in the 30s to kill him. Let's say things aren't going well. It never hurts to have the extra. So let's take a stack of this. Not quite a stack of that, but actually I think I got rid of all my wood again. Not all of it. But I can make like an extra 60 arrows with this. And the whole time I was sitting here working this out, the smelter's finished smelting, I think. Alright, so now we will put, and I actually have some extras there. We'll put this back, it's a single stack, we'll put these back. We're going to eat some more of our chorin food. Don't need this. But what I do want to do is this. This is 55, this is 50, this is 40, this is 45. So this is the worst. That's always on the left. Then this, then this. Hey, no, it's this. Okay. And I didn't do that in here so much, but that's alright. So I'm going to grab the iron, get another batch started. And we may actually be out of iron again already pretty soon. Oh, it can't be because I screwed up. And I screwed up big time. And didn't grab the ancient wood, which is part of the reason I'm talking to go fight the abomination in the first place, right? Alright. And I'm going to need, let's say, 27 of this. I'll do a little faster. And I have that 3. So I have no more coal, no more ore. I can't make the iron buckler. But you know, I was talking about making the bandage shield. I was actually debating why I would make the buckler versus the shield. And I think it had to do with the parry bonus. But the parry bonus does not apply when I am fighting. Well, I mean, it kind of does, but not really. If I'm going to get hit by the abomination, I'm unlikely to even try to parry. I'm going to be trying to roll away. But, you know, you never know, right? Maybe I'm out of stamina and I just pull the shield up at the last second, or I'm close to out of stamina. I don't have roll stamina, but maybe I have enough for the parry. I would only take 17 to 29 damage. I would be very, very staggered. No, in fact, I would take full damage. I do not have the health maximum that would be needed to handle a parry. And so the bandage shield, I'd hate to waste a bunch of iron on the bandage shield if I'm really just going to go for a... Well, let's see what happens if I have a bandage shield. Let's say it's a bandage shield level 3. I still can't really... I can block, but I don't have... The thing I always get confused about is how much if I don't have a high enough health, max health, for part of, to handle a certain part of the block breaks, right? And whether or not it's the bronze buckler, or even if I had the bandage shield at level 4, it only goes to level 3, I'm still not going to have enough health to not take the full damage. So it's really irrelevant. It's actually fully irrelevant. 100% irrelevant what kind of shield I'm using, and I shouldn't even try to block because that's never going to work. So otherwise, I don't think there's a lot to do in here to get ready for that guy. I've done about all I can. So really right now all I'm kind of doing is biding my time a little bit because the weather's terrible. But I do want to... I don't need to necessarily finish all this smelting. Right, there's 51, which means you would need a 102. I've got 233, so I've got enough coal. Do I do this tonight? Or do I wait until tomorrow or the next time I'll be able to play? And I think... Let me just double check. There's nothing I can do interesting here. That's some funny things I can do for decoration, but nothing critical. The obliterator is going to be nice that I can make, but there's nothing again in here that's critical. No furniture. None of this is critical. Could make some hanging brazier, that would be pretty cool. But otherwise, I got some upgrades I need to do, but you know, sooner or later, I'm going to have to fight the abomination. I got to get that root harness, and it's not needed quite yet. I mean, theoretically, I don't even need it until the mountains and whatnot, right? And I don't even need it in the mountains. Well, the problem is, in the mountains, I'm going to want, for the cave exploration, to have fire pots, which are going to require barley and cloudberries. So I am going to want to go to the plains to get barley and cloudberries. And barley and cloudberries, I don't need a lot, but I'll need to probably hit a fueling village and kill everybody. And to do that, I'm going to get arrows being shot at me from pretty powerful guys, as well as death skeetos probably hitting me. Try to avoid them, but it happens. And I'm going to need the root harness for that, which means I'm going to need cores. And when I say core, I'm referring to whatever those things are that the abominations drop. I can't remember what they're called. This weather's brutal. I need to make some more potions. I'm going to make some more health potions. I think. Because I'm not going out to fight that guy in this rain. So, health, medium healing, honey, blood bag, raspberry, and dandelion. Honey, I remember it was 10. The strawberries were 10. The blood bags were 4. And the dandelion was 1. And now I should be able to make another medium healing mead to throw in the fermenter to make a potion. And food-wise, I can... How am I doing on sausages and whatnot? What I really need is some more wood. I feel like I'm saying those words a lot more than I want to. But before I do that, let me see what I'm running out of here. That was actually kind of perfectly lined up, huh? Might as well keep smelting. I'm about to use up some of this for the chest. I'm about to make a bunch of those large chests. And I need a 30. So close to being done, man. So close. Now all I really wanted here was some wood. And the reason I need the wood is for temporary chests to put stuff in. I mean, in reality, I can probably just throw all the stuff on the ground if I wanted to, but that's not really how I tend to roll. Alright, so now I should be able to grab this and put that in the far chest. And then grab this. Put it in the close chest. Although it's not going to fit because I have some of this stuff.
And in reality, I think I'm going to need to do the other ones over here as well, just the same way. Alright, the meats will go a little bit easier, and in fact I'm going to stick all that other stuff in there as well. The pork chops. Get a little low on that. Put these back. And now it was what? It was 2 iron and 10 fine wood or something? Yeah. Oh, the iron, of course. I might end up making a third one, I'm not sure. Is that not fitting because of the corewood? Or some other reason? Doesn't seem like it was the corewood that was the problem, I think. Let's put the second one right on top of the first one. One more time. We will do a third one, I think. Because they hold so much space. So I'm going to need 2 more out of here. And I think I'm going to need to grab one of these stacks of fine wood. Which is fine. That's why they call it fine wood. Actually, I'm sure that's not why they call it fine wood, but I have a better view when I do this. Alright. Not the greatest looking thing I've ever done, but it'll work. So let's say we have the top chest is still stamina foods. Let me get this fine wood put away. And so we'll do like carrots on the top, because they bite. And actually they're better than, it's funny how long ago I was so excited to get carrots. So excited. 55, 50. So this is the order from good to bad. Or bad to good, rather. Now we're going to do the same for stamina foods. Although this is not a stamina food, it's a potion. Alright, or health foods. So at the low end is going to be pork, and then this is what? 45. This is 45. I'm going to do it like this. We'll leave that there. This goes here. Sausages go down here. This is 40. This is kind of the worst stuff. I'm going to go like this. And I think the pigs... For the deer stew, we said it's 45. This is 45. So I'm going to stick that. So this is 40, 30. So left to right's worse to better. And then better as you go down. And it kind of highlights to me a little bit how getting tired. Now the bottom can be raw ingredients. And some of this cooked ingredients, but mainly raw. Actually, it's funny, the stamina food The cooked meat will go here as well. Actually, this is what, 30, this is 35. So these are going to come down here with this. Alright, so I think that's about right in the right order. We do have another little raw guy there, little raw dog. And I think maybe we'll even stick a next down there. Alright, the weather has gotten better. It's probably too late in the day to go fight the abomination. Actually, it's maybe not. Yeah, probably. Put the wood in there. Let's grab as much iron as we can. Put it in the iron chest, so to speak. Almost done processing all of that iron. Which means it's going to be 7. And we're going to need 14 times 3 is what, 42? And we're going to go 14 in each. Out well. And then I can sleep. That'll be done. And alright, this is the last of it. Now the good news is I still have 120, and for that, you know, the buckler I was going to make, which I think was really about the last thing I wanted to make sure I had here. I said to start it off it was going to be what? 10, which means level 2 is probably like 5, so it's 15. Level 3 is probably like another 20, so it's 35, and then it's like 30 for level 4 or something crazy, right? Which you, what, like 55? No, 75, something like that. Either way, it's going to be less than we have. And at that point, we're going to be like done almost with iron. We do need to make, and maybe I can even make this right now so that I don't have to worry about it later, an iron pickaxe. 20 iron and 3 core wood, but this is going to stay level 1. For a couple reasons. Number 1 is I don't really need to use this too much. When I use it in the mountain to do silver, I'm going to use the bronze pickaxe to pick around the silver veins, and then at the last second
You kind of go in the middle top of the silver, the silver vein, hit it a bunch of times with the iron pickaxe, not too many, and then the whole thing collapses usually. It's pretty quick. You don't need to use the pickaxe a lot for it. So let's craft it. Do I still keep the antler pickaxe is just such a nice thing to have around because all you need is a workbench, you know? Regular old level 1 workbench. So I'm gonna keep it on the boat. I keep drifting away. There's a good stop there. Ah, I was right. There was a little torch there. Dang it. So now it's still pretty early in the day. If I had to guess, I know that the sun comes up at 3:40, and so it's been maybe a couple hours, so I'd say it's like 5, 6 o'clock. What does my thing say here? 6, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock? It's a little unclear because I don't think I've got these things right. Now for everything I've done, I don't think I've changed my direction at all. Which means this would be the direction of the bone mass from that one spot. And I'm trying to decide if I think that's reasonable or not. I don't think so, but I'm gonna double check the next time I go there. I got you just a second, Toothless buddy. It doesn't seem to me like it could be west from that swamp. That means I would have been on the south side of that island, and there's no way that's possible. Alright, I think that's it for me for tonight. Tomorrow night, the goal, or whenever I play again, the goal is to kill that abomination, get some core so I can make the root harness, and also to get the ancient bark so I can make my iron buckler. And I think that's it. Then any iron that I use is going to be for future things, right? This is what, it's a little over 100, and all I need to do is make that one buckler, which I don't think it's, I was guessing big numbers like 15, 35, 65 or something. That would still give me 38. And I know there's going to be some things I'm going to have to build related to future, crafting table upgrades and whatever that's going to require iron. Plus I'm going to need a bunch, I think, for the padded armor once I get some flax and all that good stuff and I get it turned into the spun, whatever it's called, into the plains if I make it that far. Need a lot of iron for that as well. So I'm likely going to have to go back, maybe not right away, but there was that one crypt in between the two crypts that I've cleared out that I might have to clear out as well and grab another, 200-300 iron from that as well. And even that might not be enough to fully upgrade, right? Because if I get, let's say 3 pieces, helmet, chest, legs, like I said, I might only do 2 of those. I still might always keep one root harness around for the pierce resist. Because not only is it the mosquitoes, but once you get into the mistlands, almost everything there does pierce damage as well. So let's call it a night. Frostner. What is it that I need for Frostner? Something in the mountains. Frost glands, maybe? That's why I have that Emir flesh, so I can make Frostner. Great melee weapon. In any case, pass out. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.